What's going on, everybody? GemMint here. Today we're going to unbox, assemble, and review the XM Studios Rogue from their X-Men line. We're going to show you where I put it in the display, and most importantly, whether or not it gets that GemMint seal of approval. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, here we go. XM Studios box. Of course, we have the lovely art print here. Looks great. Rogue on the statue, glowing card, kinetic energy in her hand. So it looks pretty good. And then there's one more sheet of paper here. It's the package contents. Shows where everything is in the box. On the reverse side has the QR codes for the XM Studios assembly video, which I don't think is up yet. And let's get rid of those, get the lid off. We'll go ahead and remove the straps, take off that top lid. And this is only a one-layer piece. Getting rid of the paper and the plastic. We have the plaque here. So this is in the first, 30% of pre-orders. Nice little touch. It's got the plaque with the kickstand here so you can display it next to the statue. And then here we have the base. So right away I think this is going to pair great with their beast. It's a big chunk of Sentinel, great metallic purples and blues and pinks. You have destroyed rubble everywhere, exposed wiring. A big chunk of Sentinel. We do have a little Gambit card here as we kind of saw in the print. This will end up going in one of her switch out hands. A little piece of the base here, which I guess they felt needed to be separate. Here's that left hand switch out, and you kind of slide the card in between the fingers there. So that's kind of one example of her using her mutant power to absorb somebody else's powers. This would be the second example, which is 2 in 1. You have her absorbing Colossus's powers, as you can see her steel fist, and then Wolverine's bone claws, which are very well detailed. Another little base element here. And her third and final switch out hand, holding kind of like, I don't know, a spine of a Sentinel, if you will. It's got like a opposable wire. You see the pieces can move there as well. Then her solo right hand switch out with her holding like a tentacle. It almost looks like their Dr. Octopus tentacle. But I like the detail of the fingers inside the metal. Then we have the body. So it looks great, man. The jacket looks great. It looks just like their Gambit piece. A lot of fine details and textures there. X logo. Costume has different textures as well, from smooth green with fabric lines to a textured kind of reinforced fabric. Nice colors on the boots here, that kind of orangish yellow look. We here have the back here, the belt. Then onto the portrait. So lacking expression, similar to Psylocke and Scarlet Witch. Got the nice red lipstick, kind of pops, but it's well done though. Like the blush, the makeup, the skin tone looks good. The hair looks full and flowing. I like the kind of skunk look going down the entire middle of her head with her white hair. The bandana. And then we do have a second portrait, but still lacks expression. It has a little bit of a smirk here. And I feel like the left eye is just a little off-centered a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to try to get a good angle. In some angles it looks okay, some she looks cross-eyed. But I would have liked to see a completely different facial expression here, you know? The hair looks good as well. It's a different kind of flow to it. The bandana like coming out of her hair essentially. They're well done. They just kind of lack the expression. Before we get into the assembly, a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. They have $30 mystery boxes where you're guaranteed 5 comics of retail value. One of those lucky boxes is going to have their giveaway prize, the Silver Surfer Issue 1, a raw copy. This round ends on December 22nd, so pick up a box now. Use code GEMMINT to save 10%. And good luck, hopefully you win the GP. That code's also good for their sister site, Street Level Hero, which is slhla.com. They have exclusive variant covers like this Darkhawk ASM 238 homage. Use code GEMMINT, it'll save you 10% every time you shop there on any item in the shop. Alright, so here's the base. You know, this also kind of reminds me a little of their first Cable statue. It's kind of like an exhaust type of look, if you will. Not sure if it's like maybe the center of a chest or what piece of the Sentinel it actually is. This little piece goes on the back, and let's just take a quick look at it. So it's got a lot going on. I do like it, actually. It doesn't look just like a discarded construction site. It feels like she's in a battle with the common enemy that a lot of the other pieces are on. So overall, I think it's well done, and I like the color schemes here. Moving up a little bit. So my piece seems to have a problem with the foot sitting flush. The left foot, if I press it all the way down, it's like the right foot is raised up a little bit, and the right foot doesn't really have any definitive like place where it's supposed to go. I don't know, it's just a little bit weird the way that it's done. It's kind of a nitpick if you're looking from the back or up close, but I feel like my feet are just a little bit off. Let's go ahead and get her assembled. So right hand, she only has that one switch out. And the way I prefer it is kind of like with this look. She has the two ripped out pieces of the Sentinel in each hand. And then the portrait that doesn't seem to have the cross-eyed issue. I tell you what, man, it looks pretty good though. She looks like Rose. She looks like a well-done premium statue. Right? You see the blush on the cheeks. She's kind of got a serious look. So even though it does lack expression, she does have a serious tone to her. It doesn't look deadpan, kind of like Psylocke did. The movement in her jacket looks good. The hair, the bandana. Yeah, I'm liking it more and more as I'm looking at it. All right, guys, so let's switch out to that other portrait, and we'll switch out the first left hand, which is the Colossus Wolverine hybrid fist. I think I gave it some criticism when I did a reveal video on it. It was kind of a weird thing to do, but hey, Marvel approved it. It's something that's never been done for sure, so it's pretty unique. Just showcasing that she absorbed 2 of those mutant powers. Now the portrait, I'm sure from a distance, probably even from this shot here, that you don't really notice an issue with the eyes. The little bit of a smirk gives you a little something, some type of emotion. She's confident. She knows she's absorbed 2 other mutant powers. So she's ready to tear this Sentinel up. And lastly, we'll switch out to that Gambit hand. She absorbed her lover's power. We'll slide that kinetically charged card, or starting to be charged, it looks like, by the little pink highlights on it. It's a nice touch as well. I don't know, I'm not really sure which one I'll display. I kind of like that first look, but looking at them all back to back, they're all pretty decent. Great muscle definition in the midsection there. I like how the belt is kind of loosely hanging on her hip. All right, guys, let's get into the final thoughts and see if she gets the GemMint seal of approval. All right, first thing we got to do is take a look at the specs. So edition size of 899, retailed about 950 USD. Let's take a look at her height. So it looks like the head is about the tallest, just over 19 inches. The width is about 13 or so inches. And the depth is about 11 inches. So pretty decent sized footprint. I'm a little bit torn on this one, guys. She's expensive for a quarter scale piece, right? I'm not even considering shipping, just retail for wherever you get her. She has stiff competition, man. There's another quarter scale Rogue piece that's licensed that I think did it better, giving the flying aspect, right? The Danger Room base. I like this piece more than I thought I was gonna. The foot sitting flush feels kind of like an issue to me. I feel like there should have been some kind of indentation where her right foot should have gone. It just kind of stands awkwardly on top of this cable. The base, I think, is well done. Does have 3 different left-hand switch outs, 2 different portraits, but I feel like the portraits aren't really different enough. Kind of the same critique as I had with Psylocke. So I do like the piece, and I like it more than I thought I was gonna, but I can't give it the GemMint seal of approval with those flaws, with the price tag. If she sat flush, maybe, but I still feel like we need one regular portrait and one kind of like, you know, very different portrait. One with like a rage expression. I mean, she is in battle. She's ripping up a Sentinel. Give me something. Battle damage, maybe, if you guys want to do something different here. I'm torn, man. I kind of wanted to give it the seal. And I don't want it to seem like I just pick on XM. Believe me, I'm waiting for a Sideshow or Prime 1 piece that I feel isn't really worth the asking price. And when that happens, that'll happen. But let me know what you guys think, man. Am I tripping? Should I have given it the seal? She has a lot of detail. She's showcasing her powers. She's not really showcasing them as well, I think, as the Sideshow piece. I don't know, guys. I'm going to leave you with her spinning on the turntable and where I'm going to have her in the collection. So stay tuned for that and stay minty fresh. Peace.